Hello and welcome back to Tales of Lumin. Today I'm talking about Titanfall and the fact that it was announced very recently that the game is not going to be released in South Africa, which is a little strange. So EA South Africa said on their Facebook page that after conducting recent online tests for Titanfall, they found that the performance rates in South Africa were not as high as they needed to guarantee a great experience, so they've decided not to release Titanfall in South Africa at this time. Additionally, we understand this is a disappointment for local fans and we'll keep fans posted on any future plans regarding the release of Titanfall in the country. That's it. It's been removed since this announcement from all the local online stores. So I checked Kalahari. That's actually where my pre-order was. I got an email this morning saying, you know, this happened. Here's your money back. I checked Takealot, I had a look at BT Games. I saw that AWX still had it up, but I'm assuming they were just a little bit slower to remove it. But all the pre-orders were cancelled. You can't actually order the game for PC or Xbox anywhere anymore. And the really, really sad thing is that this is a pretty cool game that I think a lot of South African gamers would want to play. And added to that, it performs perfectly well with our internet. 100%. No problem. If you didn't see my Titanfall video, if you didn't see me playing on the European servers of Titanfall, you can find it linked on the screen somewhere right now. Have a look. I did reasonably well. And I can tell you right now that any mistakes I made in that game were 100% my fault. I would not be able to go and say like, you know, that was because of my high latency. My MS was way too high there. I missed that shot because of it. No. Any errors that I would have made there would have been human error. It was just that I didn't have good enough aim because I'm not a professional gamer or anything like that. Sure, players playing with 10 or 20 MS might have a very slight edge, but the game is still completely enjoyable with 180, 190 MS. Now, I must again say I played on PC. I played in the PC beta. Sure, things may be different at launch. Maybe the netcode's not quite as good in the final version of the game. I don't understand that. Maybe the console version of the game's netcode is different. Maybe it's set up differently. Maybe it doesn't perform that well on the console version. That's a possibility. All of this is probably only happening because EA and Respawn, I suppose it is a joint effort, decided that it wasn't worth putting any dedicated servers down in South Africa for the game. Maybe the player base wasn't big enough. Who the heck knows? It doesn't really matter what the reason for it is. They decided that it wasn't worth putting servers in our country because, well, it wouldn't get enough traction down here, I suppose. And that right there is probably the reason they said that the performance wouldn't be good enough. I'm assuming they didn't first go out and ask gamers, listen, was this okay to play? Did you enjoy your stay in the beta? If they had done that, they probably would have got an overwhelming positive response from all the players out there, or at least all the players in South Africa that participated, saying, hey, this was fun. This was okay. I would have bought this. I mean, I would have been one of those people. If they had sent a survey out before just making their mind up, I feel like the game could potentially still have launched here. But now, what has to happen is, I have to go on, Amazon? I have to pay the ridiculous amount that it's going to cost to have them to ship it down here, if that's even a possibility. Then who knows, when it enters the country, I might have to pay customs. I don't know. Or, alternatively, I need to set up a proxy. I need to go on Origin's website, while pretending that I'm from a different country, buy the game, and then play it, if they even allow me to do that. I could do the same thing for a different site like Green Man Gaming or any of the other online retailers that would stock it. So I have to try and make a plan if I want to play it, but I don't know, considering the effort I'd have to go through, I'll probably just leave it. Play it once they decide it's worth it, launching it in this country. I don't know, maybe there are some rebel retailers that'll get it and make a ton of money because they did. Because let me tell you once again, the game is perfectly playable, perfectly enjoyable, and it's a real shame that it's not launching here. I would have played it. I had it pre-ordered. Anyway, with that out of the way, I can give you some more bad third world news. We were told just 2 days ago that they started a new schedule of load shedding up, which is going to be affecting pretty much the entirety of the country. Maybe not the little region that the president is living in, but the rest of the country will be affected by this load shedding. And what load shedding is that they're trying to save or reduce the usage of electricity. And they do that by cutting our power at certain times throughout the day. So there are different stages. In stage 1, you have 2.5 hour long power cuts 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Stage 2, you have those same 2.5 hour power cuts every day. Those are around lunchtime, so they are from 12 to like 2:30, or maybe sometimes from 2:30 to like 4:30 or 5. Depends. And then in stage 3, and some places are already in stage 3. Listen here. In stage 3, what happens is they cut your power 3 times a day, every single day. And each of those times, 2 to 2.5 hours. So for us here, because we can already see our schedule, it could potentially be as bad as the power going off at 6 AM, coming back on at 8:30 AM, then it stays on for a couple of hours. At 12 AM it goes off, comes back on at 2:30 PM, 12 PM, 2:30 PM. I'm bad at reading time, just like I'm bad at reading in general and counting and everything else. Then finally at 10 PM it'll go off again, and then at midnight it comes back online. Now, you know, some people would actually like this happening because it means that they don't have to work during this time, but someone like me whose entire business is on the internet, this could be devastating for me. Completely and utterly devastating. This means that I'd have to upload videos that are less than, say, 400 megs. Otherwise, and that would translate roughly into like a 7 to 10 minute video, maybe. Otherwise, I won't be able to upload anything. Because, you know, the time from 8:30 in the morning till 12 is not enough to upload a video longer than that, or bigger than, say, 300 to 400 megs. Which would mean that I'd start it, say, at 8:30 when the power comes back online. Great, okay. It uploads, then 12 o'clock comes around, the power trips, and it cancels my upload. Because if you don't restart or resume that upload after a certain amount of time, YouTube just decides that, well, this person's given up, so let's just drop it, he'll have to restart. No biggie. No biggie, because most lines can upload a video within a couple of minutes. Not mine. On average, for, let's say, a 1 to 1.2 gig video, it'll take me roughly 10 to 12 hours. For the really long or really big videos, I sometimes have to upload for over 24 hours. Happens. It won't be happening if this load shedding gets as bad as they say it could potentially get. Now the reasons for it is because winter's come in and... It is coming. Can't believe I said that. But winter's coming and they need to perform maintenance on the power plants in the country to make sure they're ready. And then combined with that, there was some mention of wet coal. So it was raining for a long time up in Johannesburg and their coal supplies got wet, believe it or not. And because of that, what? They don't know what to do. They don't know how to make this wet coal into power. It's ridiculous. It is completely and utterly ridiculous. So I don't know what the reasoning behind suddenly springing this on us is, because there was no mention of it before. It just came out of nowhere. We'll see. I will keep you guys updated. I'll keep you in the loop. I'll let you know what's going on, because this will affect me. If it starts happening, it will. Our power's only tripped twice thus far. Apparently we're in stage 1 or 2 at the moment. our little town that I live in now. But if it does get worse, if it does move into stage 3, then I'm in trouble. Then what I'm doing right now on YouTube will halt for the next month, because this is supposed to be going on for a month. But we'll see. I don't want to be a negative Nancy about all of this just yet. I mean, I can be negative about the fact that Titanfall is not coming to the country, because that's set in stone. EA has made up their mind. But I'm not going to be too downhearted about the whole power tripping thing, because it might not be that bad. Hey, maybe they found out how to dry their coal, and now they can make some power. There's a lot going on about this. Like, there's a lot of controversy surrounding this whole power thing, about South Africa actually exporting power to other countries and all such other nonsense that I'm not going to get into now, but there you go. That's what's going on here. And because of that, my busy month of March could be a seriously depressing month of March. But again, who the heck knows? That might not happen. It is, however, both of the things that I've spoken about in this video, they are spurring me to try and make this whole overseas living thing work. That's it. Hope you guys are set for an amazing weekend of gaming. It's about to start raining here, so that means that I need to, absolutely have to log into either Diablo or Hearthstone or something else that I feel like playing, so that I can start up with the rain, have some good gaming weather, make some coffee, got a nice game to play in front of me. Perfect. That's my plan. Hope you have plans like that for yourselves, so you can check back here soon for more videos. I don't think we're going to be without power today or tomorrow, but we'll see. Most importantly though, happy once again, just having a good day and a good weekend. Don't be too sad about Titanfall. Don't be. Happy that.